something happened to me, I'm always looking for like I'm looking for when say there's something special playing like a one-time only event. And I happened to see a screening. It was one time it was in IMAX, and I've never seen this movie on the big screen. I only saw a screener of it, and then I've seen it like, on demand. The movie Ex Machina, directed by Alex Garland. Alex Garland, as you know, also made the movie Annihilation, Natalie Portman, and the film Men. That was a whole other conversation. I did not love Men. I did not love Men, oddly. But Alex Garland's film Ex Machina played. I forgot how great that movie was with Oscar Isaac. It's about an AI female that effectively the creator of it, the creator of it wants to know, how real is this? Does she actually have real feelings? Does this robot have real feelings? It's really a phenomenal sci-fi. It's a slow burn, but well worth it. And seeing it on the big screen, it was like seeing it again for the first time. It was fantastic. But after the movie, there was a 10-minute sneak of the first 10 minutes-ish of Civil War. And let me just say, a lot of people are speculating about this movie. Based on what I have seen, this is something that doesn't appear, and I've only seen the first 10 minutes, so it's hard to even judge. But what I saw was, it appears as if it's a film less about the it's not about taking a side. It's about how the media manipulates people to polarize them. That's what it, and looking at the visual cues, it opens up with Nick Offerman as the president holding up in the White House, declaring that they will be victorious against the United California Texas Front, which I think part of the reason that they're jumbling this is they don't want to be too close to reality. And then Kirsten Dunst is in her hotel room watching this momentous speech. She goes to this protest that and meets other fellow colleagues in journalism. You learn that she's kind of a legend in her field as a war photographer. Things go bad quickly. That's all I'll say. It's beautifully photographed. It's very serious in tone. And when you think about it, having been the guy, he wrote 28 Days Later. He also did Ex Machina, Annihilation. Men, I'll forgive him for that. This is the thing. Directors are not like, they're not 100% all the time. The greatest filmmakers of all time have always got a dud in them. Sometimes it's personal reasons, budget, they're rushing through something. I think based on what I know about directors that work at that level, it's incredibly stressful. They're always taking 3-month vacations in between movies. And I get it. Seeing it in IMAX was spectacular. So based on what I've seen so far, which is, we've seen the trailers. And here's what I'll say about the trailers. The trailers for this movie are incredibly deceptive. It just looks like an action movie. And I will speculate that based on what I saw, that there's a lot of action in the movie, but the tone of it isn't about the visceral violence and action. It's a much more thoughtful piece. And if you've seen his previous work, I think you'll see he's taking the serious matter very, he's taking it, he's really approaching it with a delicate hand. Because
let me ask this. When you say the trailer is deceptive, I kind of want to balance that with bad. I felt the trailer was bad, but you're saying it's deceptive.
No, it's bad. And it just looks, they're leaning into, I feel like there was a disconnect between the person
he didn't make the trailer, basically. That's
yes, the people who made this trailer, like, go for it. Come on, let's stir things up. Bad idea. The movie,
the woke members of the marketing team put it together, basically.
That's 100% right. 100% right.
All right.
So The movie, from what it appears, doesn't really take a side. It appears to be more about media manipulation because you see the Nick Offerman as the president. This is like the very first shot of the movie is the president, but it's in this weird like focus where, not to get too technical, but there's the focal plane where something is in 100% focus, and you see him in the background out of focus, and then he comes into focus. It's about how the media lies, and it's about how the media manipulates people. And the story's being told through Kirsten Dunst's character, and of course there'll be other characters that join her. But I'll say I'm already intrigued. Cannot wait. You and I are going to get to see it the Monday before it opens. We'll have
a week from Monday.
We'll have a review actually Wednesday. We'll both be in Vegas for the meetup.
Yeah, and we'll be with Gary, and we'll be able to talk about it with him.
Right. So we'll see it. I mean, we'll see it like a couple days early, whatever, but we'll discuss it, and then we'll discuss it with everyone that Friday. But I want to see, based on what I've seen, and just seeing Ex Machina again is kind of a reminder of the brilliance of Alex Garland. He's a very thoughtful filmmaker. I had the opportunity to meet and interview him once at the Tribeca Film Festival. This was a long time ago, back in the I don't know, God, was that like 2011, 2012, whatever. But I met him and we bonded over sci-fi novels we read as a kid. He's a huge fan of Logan's Run. We had this whole conversation about reading sci-fi novels when we were young and how they had this impression on us, like Isaac Asimov's Foundation, among others. So, and based on what I've seen of his work, very thoughtful filmmaker. My expectations are now high for Civil War. Do not get lulled by that trailer. The trailer is bad. The trailer for this movie is bad.